Meantime, the Rose Kennedy Greenway in Dewey Square is getting a thorough washing and replanting and is expected to be open to the public by the end of the week. In Boston, I'm Crystal Haynes, Fox 25 News.
We're moving on. We're absolutely moving on. This doesn't stop us. So we might lose the parcel of land, but this movement is strong and it's going on.
All right, well, the cleanup has already started, as you heard Crystal say. The Greenway no longer an option, but that didn't stop protesters from continuing a march through Boston. They rallied tonight in spite of Tent City's breakup, and our team coverage continues tonight with Fox 25's Adam Pellerin, who's live inside our Beacon Hill studio. Adam?
Well, we know that Occupy Boston will not be returning to Dewey Square. Boston police and the city making that crystal clear. But members of the movement say they are determined not to let it die. And tonight, many reconvened on Boston Common.
We are unstoppable. Another world is possible.
The location changed, but the message from Occupy Boston protesters remains the same.
This is what an anti-corporate protest looks like. An anti-corporate protest looks like.
Occupy Boston holding a general assembly on the Common tonight, a meeting to discuss the future of the movement.
We're going to talk about what happened, what to do going forward, maybe reevaluation of strategies.
We are everywhere.
But Boston police ensuring protesters were not at Dewey Square. After this morning's raid, officers remained stationed at what was once a tent city. Some occupiers returned to take a look at their former encampment, which is now completely bare.
It's pretty weird to see. You know, we spent 2 months sort of pouring our hearts into this place, and it's all gone.
A group of 30 or so members of the movement who were among those arrested in the raid this morning briefly returned to Dewey Square, but ultimately were turned away at the door.
Enough is enough. They had their time. They made their point. Move on, you know, do something else with your lives.
While some felt Boston's mayor should have kicked out occupiers a long time ago, others feel the city was correct to do it gradually.
I thought they did a good job. I mean, it seemed like there was a lot of back and forth, at least from our standpoint, and what we were reading and sort of walking by and keeping track of.
And it's a really tough balance between what the city wants and what people need in terms of free speech.
A tent did make an appearance on Boston Common tonight. There will be no camping out, however, police making sure of that. But occupiers say the movement is far from over.
I think being evicted, puts the ball back in our court to, kind of push our message in a different way.
And I'm told police were going to start asking protesters on the Common to start moving along by about 10 o'clock tonight. By the way, the protest has been peaceful so far. Members of the movement tell me they do plan on holding another meeting, or General Assembly as they call it, to discuss future plans. That too is scheduled to take place on Boston Common tomorrow morning.